So also I decided not to like reconstruct the back again. So what I did was to fold the front piece. It's a quick and easy way. So I folded the front piece and matched the side seams together to get the middle of the pattern. So I used that folded line as a guide and I ruled it just like this. And after ruling it, I cut through, and this will become the back pieces. But the only difference is that we are going to also be adding the allowance for the zippers and the zipper. And in the same way, we'll cut the back pieces on the bias of the fabric. But first, I decided to place the front on it so it aligns, so that the longer side of the skirt aligns at the front, aligns with the back. So this is what I did. And also because we're going to be cutting it opposite sides, that's wrong sides facing or right sides facing, I placed it first on this piece of fabric, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So we're pinning it down and we're going to be cutting 2 pieces for the back. After cutting the back pieces, here we have it. The next thing we're going to do is to create the flounce or the flare of the skirt, and we are going to be cutting it like a circle skirt. So to cut the flare, we're going to divide the total length of that diagonal that we measured and divide it by 6.28 to get a full circle. The length of my circle was about, I think, 17 inches, so about 16 inches. So I'm just marking it round to the end so we can cut the full flare out. It's just like a mini, a small circle skirt that you're attaching on the skirt. So I also give allowance of like 1 centimeter at the waist line. So this is the full circle flounce that we're going to be attaching to our skirt pieces. And we're going to cut that open to have 1 full piece, but I actually realized that I could have cut this into 2 parts. Towards the end of the tutorial, I'll show you what I mean by that. Next time I'll be cutting it I'll be having 2 pieces instead of 1 whole piece to attach to the whole skirt. Towards the end, I will explain to you what I meant. It actually gave me a look that I didn't really like, so I had to rework it. So the next thing we'll be doing is to make the the facing for the waistline of the skirt, and to do just that, we will be tracing the facing out of the front, the back piece of back pattern of the skirt. just like so. And the wideness of the facing is about 10 centimeters all round, and you just trace it like this, and we cut. So I cut just this half piece, and I used it to cut the 3 pieces that I need for the skirt: one full piece for the front and 2 pieces for the back. So what I did was that the front was cut on the fold and the back was cut twice, and I also included the allowance for the zipper. Also, we're going to be reinforcing the facings with fusible or with your soft stay. To give it some firmness, because the fabric is very light and soft, and we'll be attaching it in a moment. But first, to start sewing the skirt, we'll start by closing the darts of the skirt as usual. That's the first step.